Well, today we are honoring the life and legacy of former President Jimmy Carter. You know, he died yesterday in Plains, Georgia at 100 years old.
Over the last century, Jimmy Carter got to know all of the men who would go on to assume the White House. In fact, he frequently let them know when he thought that they were making a mistake. That honesty earned him their respect.
Erica Brown breaks down his relationships with past and present leaders of our nation.
President Joe Biden offered a message of support to Carter's family as he stepped away from his vacation to address the former president's death.
On behalf of the world, the whole nation, we send our whole heartfelt sympathies and gratitude. Our gratitude for sharing President Carter with us for so many years.
Biden and Carter had a relationship that lasted nearly 50 years. Biden was the first U.S. senator to endorse Carter's presidential bid.
He grabbed me by the arm and said, I need you to help me in my campaign. And I said, I've only been around a couple years, Mr. Governor. He said, no, it'll make a difference.
President-elect Donald Trump posted on social media that while he strongly disagreed with Carter, the late president worked hard to make America a better place, and for that, I give him my highest respect. Trump told historian Douglas Brinkley during his 2016 run for the White House he had been highly critical of Carter. Then Carter scheduled a meeting between the two.
Immediately, Carter said to Trump, now I'm trying to save lives around the world, with the guinea worm, and we're doing this at the Carter Center, and I need a substantial gift of money from you.
I love that.
He guilted him, right?
He guilted, and Trump said, that's the first time I ever figured out how he became president.
The other living presidents also remembered their predecessor. Former President Bill Clinton praised Carter for his tireless work to make the world a better place. Former President George W. Bush said that Carter dignified the office. And former President Barack Obama said Carter promised to always tell the truth, and he did, advocating for the public good, consequences be damned. Erica Brown, CBS News, Washington.
In 2002, former President Carter received the Nobel Peace Prize. He was honored for his work in undertaking peace negotiations, campaigning for human rights, and working for social welfare. He spoke about that recognition from the Carter Center in Atlanta.
And I think all of you know, who are familiar with my life, that it's shared by me with my wife Rosen, and I would say just equally with the Carter Center people. The last 20 years of my life have been, I would say, the most gratifying of all after I left the White House. And the opportunity that I had to work as part of the Carter Center in now 65 nations in the world, and seeing us concentrate without political daily obligations or responsibilities on the lives of the poorest and most neglected and suffering people in 65 nations of the world has been really exciting and gratifying and adventurous and unpredictable for me.
For context, 3 other U.S. presidents have received the Nobel Peace Prize: Theodore Roosevelt, Woodrow Wilson, and Barack Obama.
Well, Carter and his wife Rosalind were the longest married couple in presidential history. The two married back in 1946 and spent more than 7 decades together.
The first presidential
take a look at this sweet moment right here when the pair that were caught out courtside at an Atlanta Hawks game back in 2019. They did not disappoint when the kiss cam came around. You can see right there.
Oh, yeah.
We're
going viral.
Yeah, they did. It was Valentine's Day, and the two were so cute when they realized they were up there on the Jumbotron in the arena.
He snuck right in there for a
I
smooch.
know. He's like, come on over, boo. We're going to have much more on Carter over the next hour and a half, right now streaming on demand on WUSA 9 Plus. We have an in-depth look at Carter's life and legacy. WUSA 9 Plus is a free download for Fire TV, Roku, and most streaming devices.